Welcome everybody to the Short Talk series with Student Circle. This is Nithya, and today we have Shalmali with us. Shalmali is the founder of Touring Tales Forum, a travel website, as well as she is running a organization like Empathy4u, which represents creating awareness on mental health as well as suicide prevention. So, hi Shalmali.
Hi Nithya.
We
Good
are
evening.
Yeah, good evening. So, can you give us a quick intro about yourself?
All right. So, hi everyone. I'm Shalmali. I'm working as a founder at Empathy4u. So, basically, Empathy4u is an organization that works in spreading awareness about mental health and suicide prevention. And I'm also working as a founder president at Letters of Empathy. So, basically, Letters of Empathy is an extension of Empathy4u, wherein we get together and we write letters to the people who are fighting depression. And since last 2 years, I'm working in this field of mental health, and for all the work that I've done in this field, I have been awarded as a change maker from Youth-led organization. Apart from that, I have recently started a petition to the government asking to include SEL, that is social and emotional learning, as a curriculum, as a subject in the curriculum of schools and colleges. Apart from that, I was also recently interviewed by Chief Administrative Secretary of Kenya, and the topic of discussion was youth and mental health. And my very recent achievement is I was invited as a moderator for TED Circle Talk at TED at Golden Beach. So I feel, yeah, that's all about me.
Yeah, very great. It's not that's all. You have done a lot of things. So, what is the motivation behind all this? So, we have seen that you are not only a part of Empathy4u, you're also a resource panel member in Girl for You organization, which is founded by the UN, right? So, behind all this, what is the motivation that led you to do all this?
All right. So when I was in 12th standard, a very close friend of mine, she went through depression, and I saw her very closely how she took medications, how she underwent psychiatrist sessions and therapist sessions. And at that time, I realized that she might not be the only one who is facing this problem. There might be a lot of them who might be a lot of youngsters and teenagers out there who might be facing the same problem. And then I, had the spark, like I need to do something. I need to talk about that. Being in 12th standard, I wasn't knowing that we also have mental health. I also have mind, and that is my body part. I need to take care of that. So I felt like, somewhere when we use this term of mental health, somewhere there's a taboo, this stigma that revolves around that, and it's very necessary to break that stigma. And you can say that that was the main motivation behind that. So basically, I started this work in 2018. And at that time, it was just, I started as Empathy4u only, but it was just, a kind of support group. Like people can just DM us, mail us if they want to listen, if they want to talk to us. So I used to always be there to listen to them and, listen to them, understand them. And as a kind of friend, give them the advice. I wouldn't say advice, but, try to listen to them and understand them. So this is how it basically started. And then we actually made it official in last year, in 2019, in December 2019. And again, when I started in 2018, I made it to myself to write at least one letter every day. So writing is something that I totally love. And, when we write letters and give them to that, even during the birthdays at my home, I used to write those letters because, I believe that those letters have a personal touch. And that is what most, matters, like in today's era specifically. So even today, I have kept this intact, that I write letters to everyone at the home also, whether they might have birthdays, whether they might have made a great achievement. Recently, my brother, he was awarded. So I wrote a letter to congratulate him. So this is how it went on. And, in 2018, when I started this, I decided to myself that I need to write one letter every day. And at the end of the month, I used to collect all these letters and post them to the people who approached me for, as a support group. So initially it was just, the number was just 15. Then it started on increasing. And now every month we send out these letters, and the number is basically, it ranges between 80 to 90 letters. So that is how it's grown, and that is what the main work, or you can say the extension of Empathy4u is, and we call it as Letters of Empathy.
Great, great. And you're saying, because I also love writing letters always. So I feel that writing letters, no, it is some kind of a personal touch we have. It really is like pure joy writing letter, and especially handwritten letters that you get. It has a great impact. Even after years, you have a great impact because we get a lot of messages, but having a handwritten letter is really rare these days. So the idea behind this, I really love it. So can you just tell about the girl up that you're working on? You're a resource panel member of that, right? So what are the works you've been doing in that?
Okay. So basically, I'll tell you a short story behind how I started with Girl Up. So I was just, I guess it was Sunday or Monday, and I was just, like in my bedroom, I was just sitting. I wasn't knowing what to do. I had no work that day. And suddenly I got a call. I received that call, and there she was, the president of Girl Up. She was talking, saying that, "Ma'am, I've seen your work. I'm following you on Instagram, and the work you do and everything." So I was like, okay, I'm all right. Okay, okay. I was saying, okay, okay. I wasn't knowing what exactly it is. So basically, Girl Up is you can say that Girl Up Vriddhi is a club that is registered under the Girl Up campaign, and which is powered by United Nations. And these clubs, there might be around, I'm not knowing exact number, but there are a lot of clubs around the country of Girl Up. So basically, Girl Up, it works in women empowerment. And as a resource panel member at Girl Up, I am taking this responsibility of the area of mental health. So whatever events, whatever maybe in a small Instagram live session, so whatever goes forward related to mental health, I am the one who is going to do, or what you can say, coordinate that or plan that. So that is the work as a resource panel member over there. And recently we also did this Instagram live session series. It is called as Out Loud. So on the occasion of Mental Health Awareness Month, we did the series where we were having 5 to 6 topics of mental health, like toxic parenting. We were having emotional regulation. We were having why mental health, between psychologists, psychiatrists, and therapists, because people most of the times they tend to use it interchangeably. So this is what up till now we have done, and now we are working on the biggest project. I would not reveal everything about that project right now, but we are in the process of working that, and soon that will be out, maybe by next month or next to next month.
Great, great, great. So we saw your LinkedIn profile as well, and there was a mention like you had Harvard US India Initiative. Can you just take us about that?
Yeah, so basically, that was a conference. Harvard US India Initiative is a youth-led organization where they organize conferences annually. And that conference, it was held in Mumbai this year in January 2020. And that is basically, you can say a leadership conference where different people from different fields they are called. So this time we had some guests like from the Bollywood industry, where we were having Juhi Chawla, we were having Anupama Chopra. From the political field, where we were having Rajwardhan Rathore, we were having Aditya Thackeray. So Subramanian Swamy. So these are the that was 2-day conference, and they were we having this leadership conferences, and basically the lectures by this incredible people where they are specified in that particular field. So that was it. And there is a huge selection process that goes behind that. You need to apply, and there are certain intellectual questions asked to you. You need to be very what I can say, very smart while answering those questions, and on the basis of that you get selected, and then you go forward. So Harvard and India, it's basically like you can say a collab between Harvard College, University from US, and from India. So the people who are from India, they have went there for their education and everything. And this is the collab that is happening between our country and their country. So that is it.
Okay, very, very nice. And what is your aspiration, like regarding this? You would like to study, or what do you aspire to be in later years?
So basically, I aspire to be, a social activist, and it's not only related to the field of mental health, but I also want to work on, sexual abuse. I also want to work on domestic violence. I also want to help people. Stigma and taboo, everything about mental health is also there. But not only related to mental health, but basically all those fields that they still have a stigma, still we don't talk about that. Basically, all those fields. So right now, I have decided to pursue my master's in psychology, and I'm just waiting for COVID-19 to get over. I don't really know whether it's gonna get over or not. So I'm just waiting for that. So we need to plan how it's gonna work. So right now, I'm just focusing on just initiating conversations and dialogues around mental health, just to spread awareness and break stigma and the taboo that revolves around it. And that is the main work we are doing through Empathy4u, by through the workshops, through the letter writing campaign, because just talking about it is not the solution to break the stigma, and that is why we started letter writing, that this could also be one of the ways to spread awareness about that, and make that person who is going through a difficult time to realize that there's some hope, and he or she is not alone in this battle, but there are a lot of them along with that. And he or she is not the only one who is suffering from that, but there are a lot of them who are going through the same problem. So yeah, so I definitely aspire to be a social activist.
All the best for that. So Shalmali, so where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Oh my God, this is such a tough question. Uh, but I have the answer for that.
Okay.
5 years from now, I definitely see myself in a refugee camp with those children. And as I said, writing is one of the best therapies when it comes to keeping your mental health in check or balancing your mental health. So I would definitely love to take this idea of writing letters in that refugee camp, and that as a mean to take care of their mental health or emotional health. So I would help them, or just make them sure that they also write letters to just spread love, empathy. And it could be not only always that you have to write letters to others, but sometimes it's also could be that you're writing letter to yourself. You also
Yeah.
need to love yourself, you also need to be empathetic towards yourself, you also need to be compassionate towards yourself, you also need to take care of yourself. And when you're doing it for yourself, I totally believe that when you're doing it for yourself, it easily projects outwards to the outward world. So
Yes.
that is what I believe. So 5 years from now, I definitely see myself in a refugee camp with those children around and playing around along with them, and helping them to keep their mental health in check and make them write letters and love themselves more.
Oh, that's very dreamy, and I would love to see you there in 5 years. And also, choosing words when we talk is really important. Even the smallest of the words have a great impact on others, I can say. So I would love to spread positive vibes. So that would be great.
Yeah.
So, what piece of advice you would love to share with your fellow students? What would it be? What it, yeah.
Yeah. So just now while talking, I said that you should love yourself. Then only it projects easily to the outside world, and that is what I would love to tell everyone. Be strong, and this is a kind of advice that I would love to give to everyone. At the same point of time, you can be strong as well as you can be vulnerable. At the
Yeah.
same point of time, you can be connected as well as you can be attached. At the same point of time, you can be resilient as well as asking for help or reaching for support. So it's not like if you're talking about your secrets or you're reaching out for help, that doesn't make you vulnerable, but it can also, you can be strong and vulnerable at the same point of time. So be strong within yourselves, and whatever may be the situation and in front of you, if you're not only aware of that situation, just like we did, we were not even aware, like everyone, we were not even aware like COVID-19 jaisa kuch aayega hamare samne. So even we were not knowing, but we all have now decided to live along with that, and we're doing that, we're successfully doing that. So that is what I would love to tell everyone, that whatever may be the situation at in front of you, try looking on the bright side of that situation. That will definitely keep you going. And just like I did, because coming from the field of engineering, I wasn't aware of what psychology is, what mental health is, and how I need to choose my path and move forward. And I faced a lot of what I can say outrage when I came in this field, because I was an outsider, I don't belong to this field.
Yeah.
But my only motto, or my only I was having very clear intentions of helping the people and making an impact in the society. And
Okay.
I just believed in myself, and I kept my work forward. I used to receive a lot of emails. I used to receive a lot of messages saying that, what are you doing? This is legally not allowed. You are an outsider. How could you do this work in this field of mental health? But I had very clear intentions. Like, I just want to help people. I want to educate people about mental health, and I want to spread awareness. And I just focused on those intentions of mine. I kept my work forward. And I would suggest everyone to do that. Just believe in your inner voice. That is the only one that matters.
Okay, to everybody who said that you're an outsider, you're definitely not, because you're a part of this society and you're trying to bring a change. Nobody can call you an outsider, and you're doing brilliant job. So keep going with that. So one last question I would ask you: if you restart your college life, because you are a you did your bachelor of engineering and computer science, so would you do it differently?
I want to restart my college life, I would definitely choose, something like travel and tourism, because that is something that I totally love doing. I
Okay.
love traveling.
And also, travel has a great impact on mental health. It's very true. Like, it brings a lot of
Yes,
positive vibes as well, right?
yes. What you said is totally right.
Yeah. So,
Your physical health and your mental health, as they are, equal, and you can't ignore either. Both are very important.
okay, so it's like we can see a progression. The last generation, it was like it told us to bottle up our emotions to pretend that we are strong. In order to be strong, we don't have strong and sensitive goes together. It is not like that you have to be a very strong person. You should not cry. It's not like that. So people normalize the mental health awareness, talking about it, and spreading love. So thank you so much, Shamli. It was great having you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Nitya. It was so great speaking to you. And thank you for being such a kind host and listening to all the buck that I've done. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
okay. Okay. Stay tuned with Student Circle for more such videos. Thank you.